and welcome back to another episode of Diana's Talk Show. This talk show is all about bringing and introducing amazing change makers and also individuals that are impacting the community. So, having said that, today we will have a fruitful conversation with the co founder of Landed for Success with Mr. JJ Kant. All right, without further ado, let us bring Jay to the screen. Hello and welcome, Mr. JJ Kant. How are you doing?
Vanakkam, Diana. I'm excellent. Thank you for having me on your show. It's a beautiful day and the perfect time to be on a show here today with you.
You know what? Before anything, yes, it is a beautiful day out here in Toronto. And also, I love the picture right behind you. I think it's a butterfly. Am I right?
That's correct. Yeah, it's a butterfly. It's in my living room. It was a custom made because, as I can, when we talked about butterfly means transformation for us. So
Yeah.
that is why I have this background. So I'm glad that you noticed that, Diana.
Because you know what? I always call myself a butterfly. And anytime I see a butterfly, my eyes goes directly into that. And even though you're like sitting in front of it, my eyes went right to that picture. But anyways, thank you so much for being on my show today. And I'm super excited to have this conversation with you because Landed for Success, it's a great organization. And a lot of people have this question in their mind because I keep posting this on my social media often. And the question is, what is Landed for Success? But before we go deep dive into that question, I would like to know who JJ Kant is first.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, let me talk a little bit about me because I came to Canada when I was 18 years old, and I started at high school itself here in Toronto. Then I started my first business, Avaj Future Solutions, and then through networking. So I'll come back how we started about Landed for Success. Before that, I wanted to mention my business partner, Gordon So. I am a Tamil guy, and Gordon So is from Hong Kong. So two immigrants coming together to create a platform called Landed for Success, and here we are today. In through the pandemic, we have done about more than 20 virtual networking events, and recently this is going to be our third in-person event that is going to be happening this month. But let me come back to the original question that you asked. What is Landed for Success? What is that name means? So I mentioned, right, we are immigrants, right? Like when you talk to immigrants, you will hear a story. Oh, I landed in Canada or Australia. Doesn't matter where they land. They'll say I had $20 in my pocket, or I came with two suitcases in my hand, or sometimes they'll come. Oh, I came with nothing, and but they made it in a very short time. When I mean by very short time is 10, 15, 20 years. Through resilience and hard work, they have made it into success, whatever the success means to them, because we don't define success by money or a status. Like some people, not some people, like most of even from our network, they say I landed on a marriage, that is success to me. I landed on a job, that is success to me. I had wonderful kids, that is success to me. So in Landed for Success, combining the landed part and the success. So I had to redefine the landed, because originally, even though it was an immigration, and then somebody in our network had said, I was born here. How can I be part of Landed for Success? She said, oh, I moved from one province to another province and I become successful. So we actually expanded the horizon to be an inclusive platform for everybody. So landed means it could be anything, not only landing on a country. It could be, like I said earlier, landing on a job, landing on anything, and defining what is success for you. So that's how that whole name came about, Landed for Success.
Okay, so very well said, Jay. I think there's an echo happening, and there's a little technical difficulties as well from your end, I believe. So, but anyway, regardless of that, you have given a nice explanation about what landed for success is. And when I asked who Jay Kant is for us,
Yeah.
you are a very humble person, and you showed it very well with your answer. You didn't go deep into who J Kant is, but you just went very slightly. You touched that, and then you went into about landed for success. J Kant, for those of you who are watching this live, he's a very humble person. He's a Sri Lankan Tamil person, and he's doing so much to our community, as well as he's been a behind support for a lot of uh, events that's been happening here. He likes to help and support individuals that are passionate and wants to achieve their goals. And that is one of the reasons that he became a co-founder of Landed for Success, because that is the core value of Landed for Success. It is to give that opportunity, it is to give that boost to those individuals who wants to become successful in their business, or to connect individuals globally with like-minded individuals globally. And they're doing amazing with all the events. It could be in person, it could be virtually. They are doing amazing, and I cannot wait to hear that from Jay himself speaking about it. And for those of you who are watching this live, you're more than welcome to type your questions in the comment below, and Jay will be more than happy to answer your questions. So if you're watching this live, please shoot out all the questions that comes in your mind about what landed for success. What is it that you want to know about landed for success? And I'm going to be asking Jay what is happening on the 24th. And he did already mention they've had 3 in-person networking already, and this is going to be the 3rd one, and I'm going to find out what is it that he's going to do on the 24th. So Jay, here's a question for you. Tell us what is happening on the 24th of November this month, which is next week, or the week after, the
Yes,
24th.
yes.
Yeah.
November 24th in Scarborough at Netwyn Place. It's going to be at from 6:30 to 9:30. It's a networking event. Before that, but you made a very interesting point in your monologue, Diana. I wanted to touch about it because, like, the one of the product or one of the services or one of the things that we do at Landed for Success is the networking event. But that is not what we do. Like, we have a 3-word mantra that we use: network, learn, and grow. Okay, so let me tell you, like, what is Landed for Success and how it stands to the word that I was talking about. Originally, when myself and Gordon, when we started Landed for Success after the name, is we wanted to collect people's stories, like stories, like anybody who had made it into their life or have some kind of a nugget that they wanted to give it to other people, and also wanted to get that author title to call themselves as an expert or to add that word into the bio as a published author. So Landed for Success published our first story. It's called Landed for Success Untold Stories. We had about 18 authors from all around the world, literally from California to UK to India to, of course, Canada. We got 18 authors coming from different walks of life, sharing all kinds of stories: business success story, family success story. So we combined all them together and we published it on Amazon, and we made them an international best-selling author. I'll tell you, one of the author is actually from Mexico because he published the story, the doors that has opened for him, not only for him, rest of them, but I'm just telling his success story. He was interviewed on their national TV. His articles was published on national newspaper. So for him, being writing a one chapter and telling his story, not only he got the opportunity to tell the story, he got the title of an international best-selling author. So when now he's introduced on stages, he's introduced as a best-selling author. And for that, for us, that is the better testimonial for us. We help somebody to exponentially grow their business. And we also have the second book. I think Gordon just I think messaged me the other day, said the second book is sold out. The title is called From Landed for Success, From Burnout to Victory. So the third volume is also coming. So what is the reason I'm going very detailed, Diana, is at Landed for Success, I'll touch on the membership. What we are all about is documenting people's story, because everybody has a story to tell. We wanted to be the platform, reach out to them, or they can reach out to us, and we'll take their story and we will publish it around the world. We are a global platform. Even though we are residing in Toronto, like we are making partnership with Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, India, like California, Mexico, all around the world. So
Yes.
that is one component of it, and we also have the membership component. But I'll get to that later. But that is what is one of the thing at Landed for Success is we offer that a platform for everybody to come and network, learn, and grow.
Very well said, Jay. When you mentioned that everybody has a story to tell, and then you are documenting that story in a book, and not only publishing their story, not only giving an opportunity for them to write down their story, but also making sure that they become the best authors and they become one of the books where it's best selling in Amazon. So. Here's the thing. Yes, absolutely. Everybody has a story. We are all born for a purpose. And I stick with that all the time. And anybody that is success right now definitely would have gone through all the hardships, all the challenges. And it is always good to share that with the public so that others will get motivated and get that boost to do something better in their life. Because when you take up that challenge, that's when you can learn and grow. You need to come out of your comfort zone. And I'm 100% sure you also, Jay, it took a lot for you to also come out of that comfort zone. We're all so happy with at our comfort zone, but it takes a lot of courage for us to come out of that comfort zone and do that. And you were mentioning that you had 18 authors in the first book, and now all those 18 people can call themselves authors. And
Yes.
there are a lot of people that are here in Toronto who wanted to publish their books, and it takes a lot of money. It's very costly to publish your own book, but you are giving them an opportunity to be part of that book for a very, very less cost. And if you want to know what the cost, what the details, it's always better to come to their events, talk to them, and know what exactly they are doing and how much it will cost. Everything will be discussed at the event that they are doing in person. All right. So when you touch the membership part, which is nice, thank you, because of course everybody's question is, so is it free to first listen to, is it free for us to come to this event? Okay, so if we are doing this event for free, what are you gaining out of it? So what would you like to tell the people who has that question?
Absolutely, because we wanted to be very upfront and open about it. There is a cost for membership. That doesn't mean you have to be a member to network. So let me explain it to you, because we have three components. In Facebook, like social media is free, right? Like anybody who's looking or starting to own business, don't worry about it. It's money, because it's about you taking action.
Yes.
We have created a group called Landed for Success Global Networking Group. It's a free group in Facebook. You can go and add yourself as a member, and you can post your business. We don't have any restriction for you to network in our public groups. Having said that, if you wanted to, we also offer a membership organization or a membership platform where you will, there is a pay small nominal fee. That would be the Gordon would, I would be, when we are talking, we would say that would be the best investment that you would make, because we had members only private groups. So in that, already in our platform, people have member to member have referred businesses. They even one member even bought a car from another member. So I can go about the success story that happens on a member to member a private group. That's not new, that everybody knows about it. But let me come back to our live events, because the way that we do live events is, if you are a member, you are allowed to bring a friend. But we are not a pushy people to say it's about membership. But if you say, I wanted to attend and network, but we don't have the money, we are not going to say no to you. We will invite you as a Landed for Success guest to attend our events. The way that we can do it is because we have within our network, there are business professionals who sponsor our events, who say, I have a service to provide and I wanted a platform like Landed for Success to help me grow the business. So there's no secret. Our sponsors do facilitate the event, so you can come and attend for free. And also, we are not going to say like you have to be a member to attend a pop-up, a pop-in. So that's another concept of networking that we do, member to member. Like within our membership, we have financial professional, real estate professional, mortgage professional. Speaking of the mortgage professional, Lakshika from CIBC is our event sponsor for this November 24th in-person speed networking event. So with Lakshika being the sponsor, we were able to not only provide our guest member plus one, they can come and network. So I hope I answered your question, Diana.
Yes, you did actually, and I do see a lot of questions popping up on our comment, and so Shiva Vignesh has a question here saying that to Jay Bro, what changes have you seen in your field in the past few years? The past few years, yeah.
Let me unmute myself here. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes.
So let me talk about Shiva first. Like Shiva, I actually met him through Clubhouse. If he asks what is changed, because new platforms are coming out. Clubhouse is one of the platform that Landed for Success reached out in the pandemic time, because when we started Landed for Success in 2020, after the first event, we had a very successful here event. The next month, we had a very big gala planned, but we were not able to do it because of the COVID-19. Everything was shut down. So as a team, we have to pivot. So this is the change that happened. So anybody was sitting there, we never gave up. We said, okay, let's see what are the mediums that's available. So we started having virtual networking event. That is a change. That is the number one change. The second thing is the Clubhouse was introduced, where Clubhouse was a medium, is an audio only networking platform. So we started going and connecting in Clubhouse. So Shiva, and I have to tell him because he's one of the guy I met. He grew our group in Clubhouse to 1,300 people in matter of month, and he brought people all around the world. When I'm literally saying, like, he's from India, but what changed was he brought members from Malaysia, Singapore, and all over the world. Even till today, like even before this meeting, some of the connections that I have made through Clubhouse were able to do some serious business, and a lot of new things is happening. So what change happened in networking is, even though the in-person networking was stopped for due to COVID, people did not stop networking. They found other mediums like name a few, like Microsoft Talk, StreamYard, Zoom, Clubhouse, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So that is the change. It's not the change is always happening. If we are adapt to change, we can be successful.
Right, right. Adapting to change matters. And if you are not ready to adapt for changes, then it is really hard to be successful in your life. And so, thank you so much, Shiva, for that question that you had asked. And I would highly suggest, if anybody's, for those of you watching it live, if you have any questions that's popping in your mind, please do comment, post it on the comment, and we will definitely ask Jay to talk about it. And Jay is willing to answer any questions in regards to the event that's happening here in Toronto in person on the 24th of November. And yes, it's a weekday, but it's happening after work from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And networking events can create beautiful connections that you might not have expected. For an example, when he was mentioning about Shiva on Clubhouse, if Jay did not meet Shiva on Clubhouse, then he wouldn't have expanded his network globally, as he mentioned. And also not just Shiva, but there's a lot of, through Shiva, he got introduced to many, and then through them. So that's what networking is all about, the connections, the building the connections through one by one. And of course, I myself met Jay through a networking connection. And so see, here I am sitting and talking, and I'm proud to say I am also a proud member of Landed for Success. And thank you for having me as a member, because I am definitely experiencing great benefits out of being a member with Landed for Success. And I have witnessed, and I'm witnessing, and I'm experiencing what you and Gordon do in Landed for Success. You didn't just create Landed for Success just to create authors, but you're also being there to help the members to boost and to grow, leverage their business in every aspects that they could. You're giving them ideas, you're giving them opportunities, you're creating them the opportunities. So, which is amazing. I mean, to be a member and to experience that. And membership is not that very expensive. It's I don't want to mention that, but when you come to the event, you can see the people who actually come to these events and who are willing to invest in business if you're really passionate. And I would ask Jay, are you able to share one story that really impacted through your Landed for Success? I know you have many, but are you able to share one, just the way that you shared about the car story, how you did the connection?
Absolutely. Is it okay if I give a notable mention to some of the people that are going to be running the show on the 24th and answer the question?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Perfect. So on the 24th, you probably know them. Nehru Padmanabhan is going to be moderating our event. She's a very good friend of mine. Like a previous event, Aisha Sardar was one of our keynote speaker, but this event it's going to be moderated by Nehru Padmanabhan and Terence, who's our founding member, who's going to be hosting the show. And we have a phenomenal panel, because if you are in Toronto and if you're watching, I would, because by the way, I just checked, we only have very few seats available. And anybody who's watching this show, because Diana asked, we have 10 complimentary tickets, actually 9, I should say, with 9 more complimentary, the event is sold out. So let me talk about the panelists, because it's very important. Diana, and you know them very well. One is Kula Selathura. He's actually a phenomenal business person. I met him through the Chamber of Commerce. He's going to be one of the panel speaker. We have Roy Cleaves, who's a real estate professional. He's going to be in there. And I saved the best for the last. It's Lakshika. Lakshika is an upcoming mortgage professional. She's not only a mortgage professional with CIBC, she's our event sponsor for the day. So we have other, we don't have that many booths, but we also have some vendor tables or booths, some other business professional. It's going to be there. So we are going to have in Toronto in-person event. Like I said, we only have 9 more spots left to put the sold out sign, which I am excited about because we wanted to create that atmosphere where people will come and network. Like when you ask, because I'll circle back to your answer, what is the one thing that it happens? Like it satisfy me, Gordon, and the company is where we are creating a safe space where everybody can come and network. It doesn't really matter. You are just thinking about starting a business or like Kulas of the world, and there are who've been in the business for 20 years, who have, there are people, there are millionaires and billionaires, I can say, close to that, are attending. So there is no restriction here. You come, you network with people, and you grow, because it is challenging, because I think somebody was asking the question, like,
Yes.
so we'll get to that,
Once we finish, we
but
will.
yeah, so one thing for us is we have the platform. We are going to be continuously holding virtual events,
Mhm.
and we are going to be having in-person events, and we are going to be having big galas. And even with the virtual events, it's not only like we used to have one event every last Thursday of the month, but now Gordon and myself, we come up with a concept called we pop up, you pop in. So we bring our members like yourself, Diana, who's
Yes.
a media expert, who's been out there networking, because I have seen you networking in other groups, and I have met you even though we did not connect. In the
Yes.
networking circle, it's very small, right? So we want to bring media personality like yourself into our pop in, pop up concept, where you pop in and you educate them, and it's like a members only event. They can teach them whether it's financial, media, SEO, what have you, whatever you wanted to do. We wanted to do that. So to answer your question, what is the one thing that I like? I think I probably tell you 10, but this is what this is what is all about. You take one.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Jay, for that wonderful answer. And we have a question from Divya Deepan. She's asking, Sir, what are the biggest challenges facing on connecting people? That's an amazing question. What would you answer for this?
Oh, so that's an amazing question, Divya. Thanks for that question. First of all, like connecting people, especially in globally, it is understanding what is for them, right? Like
Right.
we have a mindset of saying, okay, we wanted to connect people, like-minded people, but everybody have their own intention. So it's kind of worked itself out. I'll tell you why. Because we allowed in our networking events, we only give 30 seconds. So what it does is somebody who comes in for the first time, they literally struggle to pitch their 30 seconds because they are not clear. It could be because I'm talking about me. If you were at, like, if you asked me a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, do a 30 tell me about yourself or tell what you do in 30 seconds. It's so hard because we are multifaceted people. Look at Diana, like she cannot ever say anything about in 30 seconds. So what happens is you will get some clarity. Okay, I am going to only get 30 seconds. I am going to connect to the people of what I want to do. Even though it's all about the self examination. Even though you do 10 things, in order to, because of the platform allowing 30 seconds, you have to narrow it down to 30 seconds. So by doing that, you are going to connect to the people what you are talking about it in that 30 seconds.
Mhm.
So that is one of the tools that as a platform we adapt at 30 seconds. With 30 seconds you can connect to the right people, or at least you can hone in your message.
Right.
Because I don't, yeah, does that make sense?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Though that is one of the challenges that all people, whoever come to our virtual event or in-person event, telling about their business in 30 seconds, they do find it very challenging. But one thing that I can assure you, that if you cannot tell about yourself, about your business in 30 seconds, then as Gordon so said, like That is when somebody is able to tell in 30 seconds, when you can pitch in 30 seconds, boom, you know what you're doing. But like you said, it's like versa too, because for me, for an example, I do many things and it is hard to put in 30 seconds. But when you go into a networking event, for an example, Landed for Success is all about business. So when you go into Landed for Business, you go with the mindset of pitching in about your business. They don't You don't need to elaborate. If I'm a community leader, but I don't need to go there and talk about my community leadership in there, because the people who are in that group, in that room, is all about business. How am I going to sell my business, and how am I going to help other person business wise? So if you have a business, just go boom there in 30 seconds, talk about your business and leave. That's something that I find challenging for a lot of them. But connecting people, I don't see that as challenging, because you have created this organization, this great platform as Landed for Success, to give an opportunity for people to connect and collaborate. So when you come to the event, there is not one event that I have left without creating a connection, especially networking event, because somehow you will have or create that connection with somebody out there who will see the value and what you are about your value, and will be able to do some sort of business collaboration. Maybe it won't happen right away, but eventually it will happen. So there's another question for you, Jay. Subhashini has asked, hi, after connecting with few people, what's the best way to keep in touch? Please share your ideas. Come on, it's simple.
Great question. So I'll tell you, even
Good question, yeah.
I'll tell you, even with my business partnership with Gordon. So I met Gordon at a event 15 years ago. Business, we didn't start the business the next day it happened. One of the ways that we kept in touch was when I met like not only Gordon, like other members also. Typically, we collect the business card, but nowadays business cards don't work that much. It's better you connect them in any platform that you are comfortable, because I am a LinkedIn coach myself, so I like to connect them through LinkedIn. Some people like Facebook, some people like Instagram, some people even like TikTok. No matter, like, to answer your question, how do you keep in touch is identify, if you identify with them that you wanted to be connected and they are in LinkedIn. So I would suggest be and watch them, like don't reach out to them right away, or maybe you can say reach out saying, hi, Jay, I met you at this event. We did not able to connect because it was a very short time. Is it okay if we can have a call? Or if they're in the same area, you can ask them, can we meet for a coffee, so where we can exchange ideas. You can send that email, but stay connected and watch them. What do they post? Because you get to know a person through social media, what they do. So the best way to keep in touch is follow up with an email, which is a standard thing. That's a boring thing. It works, but that's just protocol. But social media and watching them, like if you watch them and if you resonate with them and what they are posting, and if you say, you know what, this is the person that I wanted to learn, or I wanted to do a business, I wanted to do a joint venture, with time, you having that connection will flourish into a something meaningful, whatever you are looking for. It could be a business partnership, or it could be an investor, or it could be a coach that you wanted to reach out. So the best way is what you feel comfortable, and what is the target connection they are on. So if you were to do that, like self-examination, and follow those simple steps, you will be successful. You will be making meaningful connection that will make you successful. Like we say that in the networking, right? Your
Yes.
network determine your net worth.
Absolutely, absolutely. Amazing answer. And one thing that I love about is, Jay, I'm all about social media. So I definitely connect them right away on the social media, watch what they do, as you said, and monitor. And if I can get along, if that connection is there, I would send a quick message. But as you said, the standard thing to keep in touch is email. So once you come out of the event, make sure you have that email address, that you've collected the email address from the person that you thought you would connect, and send a quick email to them the next day itself saying that thank you, I had a great connection with you at this event and looking forward to do a collaboration with you. Just keep that light conversation before you go further, because you never know how you can collaborate in the future. So that is one thing. And Kishore Kumar has a question for you, Jay. In which fields of business are the largest startups of enterprises from the SME sector in your country?
Okay, so that is a great question. So this is a fully loaded question. So
Yeah.
as far as the small business and enterprises, it's there is couple of different networking platforms or networking things that you have to go to. If you look at in Canada right now, the biggest industry is real estate is the one that is booming right now. So foreign investment is coming. So if you wanted to grow something, you have to, if you have the money, you can invest in real estate. Or if you're a service based business, like still SEO, like if you asked me a year ago, SEO was dead. Now I'm turning all over the place. Everybody is talking about SEO. Everybody is talking about digital marketing. The digital marketing, what we know 2 years ago, has evolved.
Yes.
So I'll tell you an example because I'm part of the group. There was like a couple of people there. They are starting in a mortgage, but they're saying, "Oh, can you do our social media for us?" They are so good in the financial side of things, but we assume because just because we know our area, we assume everybody in the world knows the same thing. That is not true. That is, at least for me, that is one of the biggest misconception that I had. So if you're asking whether, I don't know, you are in the service side of business or in the investment side of business, both of them, like one is the, like I said, investment and real estate is happening, and the social media. There's another third one I don't recommend because I don't know, because the crypto side is also coming, like creating farms and stuff like that. So if you were to Google, as I read an article like the top 50 business to do in Canada, it will clearly mentioned out because the data that I am giving you is sources from that article. So I just wanted to give you the source itself. So if you wanted to, I cannot give you all the answers. If you Google the top 50 businesses to start in 2022, you will get your answer.
Amazing. Well answered. And he did add that investment side of business, he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, investment side of things, there are a lot of things happening. Like if you like I said, real estate is never, you would never go wrong in the real estate. It's not only in Canada, because I heard countries like Malaysia, countries in uh, the Middle Eastern countries. So you have to do a little bit of research
Yeah.
where the money is, the thriving market is, and invest in there. So wherever you are living, it's to expand your horizon and take that chance and take that risk moderately, because I don't want to give any investment advice. I cannot, but I can tell you is research within your area. There are a lot of opportunities, and like I said, one of the reason landed for success is growing so fast is because the world, with the pandemic, world has even become even smaller, because the supply chain is virtually came to a halt. There are so many new people who had old businesses, they have folded. So there is new opportunities coming. So any entrepreneur who has the vision to think differently, take action differently, and take a little bit of a risk, there is opportunity. And you don't have to do all your own. Like you can build a team and you can grow as a collective team.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, questions are like popping in, and I'm super excited. But before that, I just wanted to say, look what I have in my hand. The two books. The book that you were talking about, The Landed for Success, and the 18 authors that are in this book, and it is number one bestseller. And then this is the other one you were talking about, Kula Selature, and that's his book which I am reading. So these are the two books, and this has been released by Landed for Success, and 18 authors are in this book, and you will get great tips on how to be successful and how to have a successful business. And also this book, Action Leads to Success. This is Kula Selature, Sri Lankan Tamil author. He also has written amazing tips on how to be successful in your business or in your life. And there's another question. Having said that, that's great, amazing. So Jay, I have another question here. Narendran Nari has asked you, sir, please share what is the most rewarding part of your career on networking?
Okay, so when you ask, because you touched a nerve, because for me, I call myself a networking addict because I go to networking. So what is the rewarding part is, and I know we had this conversation with Diana. With Diana's permission, I'll say this, Diana. If you want to stop, you can stop me at any time. One of the rewarding things about networking is there is no boundaries. You
Yes.
will meet the interesting people, and it's even though, like we say, I'm from the Tamil community and Tamil is my thing, but when you go out and when you meet from other communities, or whether other fields, when you meet and when you talk to them, when it's not so different, because we you think in a very small area, at least for me, my circle was very small and I was never able to understand what other communities are doing, other business entrepreneurs doing. But when I started networking, one of the rewarding thing is everybody is there to help and they are givers, because when you meet a network, majority of the people who are networking are offering to help others in the quest to help themselves too. For me, most rewarding was meeting people globally, and in my network having all walks of culture in my circle of influence is the one of the most rewarding thing for me, because once you start networking, there is no cap. You never know who you're going to meet. Like when you literally sit, whether in a Zoom room, it happened to me in a Zoom room where we are sitting virtually or sitting physically in a room. You never know who's sitting beside you, and sometimes if the speaker is really good, they will give you an opportunity to do some activities, and then you get to know them, and then you go home. And I said, oh my god, I came to this networking event and I'm walking away with a connection that I did not think of. And it's in my wildest dream I would have even not connected that to that person. That is the most rewarding for me, like meeting amazing people and building that relationship to elevate yourself.
Absolutely. And I wanted to touch one point, Jay, here is go to networking events. I would highly recommend everybody to attend networking events. The only reason is if you want to come out of that comfort zone, go to networking events, because as you said, they will have some sort of events in there, like they would have activities which will push you to do something that you are not comfortable of. Maybe to, for an example, the 30-second pitch, you go there and there is you got to say something in 30 seconds. And if you are afraid of public speaking, go to networking events. Get out of your comfort zone. Once you get out, you break the barrier and you are there to that successful road, that successful journey of that path. So I would highly suggest go to networking events. And let's quickly talk a little bit about our 24th event. And what I wanted to point out here is Lander for Success. They have these events and they're very unique because they don't just invite people. It is a free registration when you register. And if you really like their work, the connection that they're creating for you, they suggest for you, they give you an opportunity to become a member. And when you become a member, you do get that great goodies that they offer you for members to build your business in the right way. And not only that, they do activities there and they help you to come out of your comfort zone. Whether you like it or not, they will pull you out of your comfort zone and also give you gift cards. That's another great thing that they do. Whether it's gift card or little cute little soft toy or whatever, they just encourage you in every way that they could when you are there. And they don't send you home hungry. They would serve you refreshments. They will feed you. So what more do you need? They're trying to do everything that they can to support you. They're making their life purposeful way by doing this. So why not come to this event on the 24th? 9 more seats available, guys. 9 more seats. And once that's filled, it will be sold out. And that's another beauty that I like about Ladder for Success. Every time they organize an event, a week before the event, the seats are sold out. That's the beauty about the event. And I very rarely see that in the other networking events. So hats off to that, Jay and Gordon Soar, for this amazing events that you are doing. Divya Ram has another question for you. Sir, what advice do you have for building connections within this industry? Great question.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go technical right now because this is the because he was asking the question earlier. So remember, you said like, what is the best if you wanted to be in this? I'm a LinkedIn coach myself. This is one of the hacks that I'm going to tell you. What you can do is you can collect the business card. So let's say you are in the real estate industry. You collect the cards of mortgage agents, other real estate agent. You send that email through your Gmail address. Okay, so once you send that email address through Gmail automatically keeps that email in the backend database. So what happens is then what you do is you go into LinkedIn or Facebook, but I'm going to stick with LinkedIn because I coach on LinkedIn. So there is an API. You go into the connection tabs within the LinkedIn, and you say, I wanted to connect my Gmail to my LinkedIn. So what it does is the LinkedIn API automatically connects to the Gmail and bring all the people that you have send emails to. You don't even have to have them in their address book. If you were to even send just the email address, the artificial intelligence know that you have sent it. So all those connections, let's say if you have 5,000 in your Gmail, all those connections will be coming in as a recommendation in your LinkedIn. So you can actually go one by one. There is a sort tool up there. You can sort it by country, you can sort it by industry, you can sort it by even title. Or if you're looking for a job, you can go for the HR people. If you wanted to connect to a C level, you can do that. LinkedIn has this tool under the connection tab. So what you do is you go and connect your Gmail. You can connect to your phone. You can connect to your Outlook. So it gives you 4 connections that you can do. Once you do that, and then like you said, how do you connect to the industry? So you don't have the time or you don't know how to go into your Gmail and sort it. Oh my God, out of my 5,000 people, how many people are in the real estate that I wanted to connect? By connecting into LinkedIn, getting the leveraging, this is called the leverage. It's another word that I really love. Leveraging the LinkedIn algorithm to do the sort for you, and then go and select the industry, whatever the industry that you want, and add them to the connection. Because you are adding their email into the connection, it doesn't look like that you are sending to a cold contact, because LinkedIn thinks because you connected to the Gmail, you already have a relationship with that person and you can make that connection that much easily. So if you wanted to do, this is a technical answer, but I hope you can understand that it works like magic. Trust me.
Amazing, amazing, great. LinkedIn is an amazing tool for business entrepreneurs and for those who are into business. LinkedIn is the best tool. And so this on the November 24th, you're doing it a little different, the event. It's called Speed Networking. And Vigneshwar and Shanmugvel has a question in regards to that. Have you had attended a speed networking event before? How did it go? What did you learn? So speed networking event is something that we usually do here. So I'm sure you can answer that question.
In order to answer your question, I have attended many years ago, and as a matter of fact, under Landed for Success, we have hosted a few too. But this is a great question for the
Yes.
people who don't know, because people get confused. What is the speed dating and what is speed networking? So there are a couple of different ways speed networking is done, but I can tell you our host Terence has an amazing plan, and it's a fun environment and fun system. So if somebody have not done a speed networking event, I'll explain it to you. So think there would be, let's say if there is 20 people there, so there will be 10 people standing on one line and the 10 people facing each other. So we will have a gap, so you are facing one another. So if the host says, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, so you get 1 minute each to pitch your business. So I will go, I'm Jay, blah blah blah, and after one minute finish, I have to stop and I can exchange the business card. The other person will go and explain it to me what they do, and so we'll exchange the card. Then this is the interesting part. So for the next minute, they shift. So you one line stays the same, the other line, or whether it doesn't matter whether you're sitting or standing, one side of the line they move. So by doing this speed networking, if there is 30 or 50 or 100 people in an hour or two, you get a chance to talk to everybody at least for a minute. Sometimes if it's a small intimate crowd, we give 2 minutes. If it's less than 20, you get 3 minutes. So that's how the speed networking concept worked, because we wanted to make sure, this is another thing that I recently started saying, that if there's going to be 100 people in the room, we wanted to give you an opportunity to meet all 100 people. Like Diana said earlier, some people are shy, they just go sit in the corner. By participating, you coming out of that comfort zone and doing this speed networking, you get to meet everybody. And sometimes you can do this, it's also help you, because think about it, if you're going to meet 50 people, you are going to be talking about yourself. You're going to forcefully better your pitch. By the time you did it for the fifth, you will realize in your head, you know what, I have to make my pitch even better. Like putting yourself, action speaks louder than words, right? So you will hone, because it's all a win. So you're going to network with everybody, you're going to be honing in on your pitch, and
Yeah.
you're going to walk away with 100 business cards at the end of the day. That's going to be 100 Instagram likes, 100 Facebook friends, 100 LinkedIn connection, and 100 emails, which I talked about for your Gmail or whatever the email. So one email, you have just expanded your connection. That is what we talk about in the networking. So the power of networking, one event can give you that system. Once you do that, the next event is going to be piece of cake. You are going to be looking for, when is Landed for Success is hosting an event, I have to be there.
Right. And I'm already in that mood already after the two events that I've attended. Amazing. Thank you so much. Because as you said, it's imagine you're registering this event for free, happening here in Toronto, in Scarborough, and you're connecting individuals from all kinds of communities are coming together. It's not just for one particular community, it's for every community, individuals that are from every community that wants to collaborate your business with other business. This is the event for you, and you're coming here, you're gaining 100 connections, you're going with your stomach full. Third, you're going with your knowledgeful and connections, full of connections. 100 connections, 100 followers, 100 emails, 100 business cards. Because speed networking, that is how it's going to work. Doesn't matter, you are going to get that 100 connections because you are going to keep switching. The other events, you don't get to collaborate with everyone because you just leave it open for that 1 hour and say that, okay, it's collaboration time, network, but you don't get to go to everyone because you don't set that time frame. Here you have the time frame, so you do get the connection to connect with everyone. Questions are popping in, but it's about time for us to wrap up. And can you imagine, Jay, talking to you? Time just flies. Seriously.
No.
And I'm super excited to interview you. And people might ask, why is this interview going in English? Because this is Landed for Success is a global network, and we have individuals from different communities and different individuals coming from different communities, and English is one of the language that they would understand. So that is the main reason. I know I speak Tamil, Jay speak Tamil, and people might wonder why are we doing this interview in English, because we have members from different communities, and we want them to understand what this conversation is all about. But Jay and I are on a on a mission, I would say, to teach them Tamil as well, right? We're teaching them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the old ancient language that we should be proud of. Just one more last question. Subhashini, how can you get out of bad networking situation? For example, from a CD company, a liar, etc.
Actually, yeah. I can answer this because this is true, because you know why. Subhashini brings a good thing, because not everybody comes with the good intention. That's why I say send that email, but watch them, because they cannot fake it for a long time. So if you like, don't make emotional decisions right away. So if you wanted to follow somebody, and if you are saying, if somebody is offering you something too good to be true, it's most times are the same. So what I would say is, when you are networking with intention, you if you are a person, always do the research, because nobody can fake it for a long time. So
Yes.
that's how I wanted to leave it
Yeah.
at, because it do happens. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's about doing the due diligence, because that
Right.
is also part of the learning curve, right? Like for
Absolutely.
us, uh, it was not always rosy. We came through, we made bad decision, failed so many times, but think it from a positive way. That is a learning curve. I don't know your situation, whether it's really bad or is it a monetary thing. It does happen, I acknowledge it, but take it as a positive thing that you have learned, so you won't make that same mistake again. So
Yeah. I would say,
that would be my answer.
sorry, I would say you're the masterpiece. You are the driver of your life journey. So choosing the right people, keeping that connection with the right individuals, it's all up to you. I mean, you can go to the platforms, you can go to the events, but making that choice is up to you. If you are not able to connect with that person or with that certain individual or a company, then just you don't have to make that continue that connection. But there are a lot of like-minded people out there whom you can connect and collaborate and build your relationship in regards to your business. All right, so guys, you are watching Diana's talk show. And what is Diana's talk show? I bring individuals, inspiring individuals from around the world, to introduce to you, so that you learn and you know their story and you know what they're doing, and that will give you the boost to do something good in life. But today's talk show is all about November 24th speed networking event by Landed for Success here in Toronto, Scarborough. And JJ Kanthan is one of the co-founder for Landed for Success, and he had great talk and suggestions. We did have a fruitful conversation here in regards to networking, building business. And thank you to all who really took the time to watch this live and ask all those questions. And thank you, JJ Kantan, for your time and for answering all the questions bravely and giving us all the information regards to the Lander for Success, and wishing all the very best. And I cannot wait to attend the event on the 24th. So guys here in Toronto, if you are business entrepreneur, please do not forget, we do have 9 spots available. So please do register, and the link will be posted in the description. Register, connect with us, come see us in person, and we would be more than happy to collaborate with you in any ways that we could. And
can I give a gift?
Absolutely. Ruben, can I have Jay on the screen, please? Thank you.
So Diana, I wanted to do something for your viewers, because you are a huge supporter of Landed for Success. Yes. And everybody knows the energy that you bring in. So with your permission, I wanted to offer this to your audience, and even some of our audience, the collaborative audience watching. So subscribe to Diana's channel and leave a comment and give her your email address. Landed for Success will send our ebook, the PDF version of our best-selling 18 authors book. We will send it to them for free. So you have to do 2 things. You have to subscribe to Diana's channel and send her the email address, and we will send you as a free gift of our book as the PDF.
Thank you so much, Jay. You're so kind, and you are a giver, and you have proved that to me in many ways. And thank you so much for being so kind to my viewers and for supporting us. See, this is how we do. We support each other to lift each other. So thank you so much for being here, giving that opportunity. And for those of you watching from another country, don't worry. If you are an entrepreneur, you can always be part of our events virtually. So please do get in touch with us. Know about Landed for Success. If you cannot attend here in Canada, you can always attend our virtual meetings that we have, and learn, grow together. And JJ Kandan, once again, thank you so very much for your time. Have a great Saturday, and looking forward to see you on 24th.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Until I see you all on another talk show with another inspiring individual, this is your Diana. Dream big, achieve big. Ciao.
உலகில் நீங்கள் எங்கிருந்தாலும் விஜய் டிவியின் யூடியூப் தளத்தை உடன் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்து அதன் நிகழ்ச்சிகளை கண்டுகளிக்கும் அதேவேளை மிக பிரம்மாண்டமான பரிசுகளை அள்ளுங்கள். சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பட்டனை தட்டுங்க, பரிசுகளை அள்ளுங்க.